everybody, it's Valerie Blessing coming to you for my 6-week post-op gastric bypass update. And it is a very icy morning. This morning we actually have a 2-hour delay here. In North Carolina we get any kind of winter weather and everything comes to a halt. So anyway, it's nice to be able to sleep in a little bit today and have time to make this video. So, alright, the numbers. So, my high weight was 230. My day of surgery weight, which was, I said incorrectly in my last video, was December the 3rd. I weighed 214. Last week, I was 201, and I was sad because I had only lost 3 pounds from the 2 weeks before because I hit that stall. This week, I'm 194, so solidly in Wonderland, solidly in the 190s. I lost 7 pounds over the last 2 weeks. I just weigh once every 2 weeks. And so that's a total of 20 pounds since surgery and 36 pounds overall. So I'm definitely pleased with that. I feel like it's going well. My mind does play tricks with me a little bit during the 2 weeks. Like I didn't really feel like I was losing much. Didn't feel like I was looking any different. I know it's hard to see, you know, at this high weight, hard to see those kinds of changes. But I think I was mentally trying to prepare myself for if I had another little 3-pound loss or something. Hold on, that's my phone. So, anyway, so I was definitely pleased with 7 pounds down. So, anyway, okay, so on to my update, some things that are going on with me. I thought I'd talk about, one, what am I eating? Because I am getting bored. So if any of you have any suggestions, please leave them. I have tried a couple new things. Some I liked, some I didn't. But I'm pretty much eating the same thing, breakfast, lunch, snacks, and then shaking it up a little for dinner, not much. So I start each day with, well, I drink 16 ounces of water before I even come downstairs. And then take my vitamins and things like that. And then I drink a large protein drink. The way I make it, it ends up being 20 ounces, but I drink half of that by the time I get to work, and then I put it in the fridge, and it's a water base, so it doesn't get nasty with the milk. So I drink half of that and put it in the fridge, and then about half hour, 45 minutes later or so, maybe an hour, I usually have, sorry, that's my dog playing with the toy, Teddy. I will have a Greek yogurt, a whole thing, you know, a whole little container of the Light and Fit Dannon Greek yogurt. Then after 30 minutes after that, I start drinking water. Try to get in as much as I can before lunch, which is at about 11:45. Look at him running by. He's so stinking cute. And then for lunch, I usually have 2 ounces of a shaved boar's head turkey from the deli, and then 1 ounce of Vermont white sharp cheddar cheese, and I dip it in like it's a honey mustard kind of thing, and that's lunch. And then about half hour later, I start on my water again. A lot of times I'll switch over and drink a vitamin water zero to have some flavor. If I think about it, want it, need it, the time is right, I'll eat maybe a string cheese for a snack. And then on the way home, I drink the other half of the protein shake. And the way I make it, I might cover that in another video. I actually, hold on, end up because I talked to my nutritionist, because it's the Syntrax nectar, and it calls for making it with like 8 ounces of water, but mine ends up being 20 because I add all this, this other stuff. And then I can count some of it for water. So I finished that on the way home, and then I have, just whatever for dinner. Usually like, I don't even know. I had refried beans with cheese and sour cream one night this week. I had like 2 ounces of chicken breast one night. What else will I have? I'm so tired of it all. The things I tried were shrimp. I bought at Target the pre-cooked, detailed little frozen shrimp, and so I had that with a little bit of cocktail sauce, and that was really good. I had decided, I've been telling myself all along, since everybody says your taste can change, that my tastes were going to change, and I was going to love fish. I was going to love it. So I bought some applewood smoked salmon at Target. And so I cooked one of those this week, and it came with this sauce, and I had a little bit of sauce on the side to dip it in. I love the taste of the seasonings that was on the salmon, and I loved the taste of the sauce, but I just can't do it. It's too fishy. It just tasted like fish. So I was very disappointed that my tastes have not changed, and I do not like fish, because I really wanted to like fish. But if you have any other ideas, tuna every once in a while. I don't know. I don't know what I'm ready for, but that's what I'm having, and I'm tired of it. Anyway, okay. I also want to talk about my hair. This is good, all the newbies, listen. I can't say I'm not going to lose my hair, because I'm not to 3 months or 4 months, or, there's still time to come, and I'm pretty sure I will, because every time I've lost weight, a good amount of weight before, I've gone through a hair loss phase. But what I did was, probably about 2 to 3 months before my surgery, I started taking a double dose of biotin every day. So that's 10,000 instead of 5,000. And so what I'm experiencing now is, and the reason I did that was because I was going through a hair loss phase, just a pretty heavy one, but normal. And so I thought, I'm going to end up with no hair. I'm going to go ahead and start taking the biotin now and see if it makes a difference. So right now, I'd say like a month and a half out, when I wash my hair, I don't have any strands through my fingers, and I have all this new growth here. All through here I have this, new growth. So what I'm hoping is that when I do get to the hair loss phase and I'm losing weight, I'm going to already have some new growth, and I'm going to have held on to what I have, and I feel like it's healthier. So maybe in the end, I'll end up with less, overall less of a loss. Like, it won't get quite as thin. So, start your biotin early. It might make a difference. I'll keep you posted. I had my follow-up appointment with the PA at my surgeon's office, and that went really well. She told me I was clear to resume vigorous exercise, and I was like, thought to myself, okay, I will resume the vigorous exercise I was doing all along. I wasn't doing any vigorous exercise. No, and I'm still not. I really haven't. I mean, I walk at work, just, all over the building, all over the school. But I have not started doing any extra. I have a treadmill, so there's no excuse for the cold. I just haven't, and I'm not even going to sit here and promise you that I'm going to do that between these next 2 weeks, because I don't really feel it yet. Hopefully I can get that going. The other thing that she talked about, so if you don't want to listen to poop talk, you might want to turn it off. But at the time, I was, going like once a week, maybe like 2 days in a row, and then not again for the next 7 days. And so I asked her, is that okay? Because I'm not uncomfortable. I don't ever feel like I need to go. It's just, every 7 days or so. And she said that was fine. That's probably just my schedule. But as long as I wasn't uncomfortable or hurting, or when I did go that it didn't hurt, that was fine. And I hadn't had any of those issues. But she said if I did have those issues, that Miralax was the best thing to take. And not to take Dulcolax or anything like that, but that Miralax was the best thing for our little tummies. So I felt good about that. But since then, I'm like, every 2 or 3 days. And so that makes me feel good too. Except for one thing. Really, turn it off if you don't want to talk about poop. It's a little green. Green. I haven't heard anybody talk about the green poop. So I Googled it. It's like baby food mashed peas green. And there were a couple different things that they said it could be. One, iron, taking, an iron supplement. There is iron in my multivitamin, but I remember what green poop looked like when I took iron in my prenatal vitamins, and that was like a dark green. It was different. So I don't think this has to do with the iron. The other one I can't remember was some kind of problem. And then the third one, I thought that could be it. It talked about the bile and when your food is getting pushed into the intestines too early. And so I thought, well, maybe it has something to do with the rerouting and having less intestines, so it's getting to the gallbladder. I don't really understand anatomy. Getting to the gallbladder sooner. Because it had something to do with the gallbladder too. So I'm going with that one. But it seems perfectly fine. I feel good. Nice and regular. Just irregular color. So, okay. So last time, I talked about my jeans were too big. And I bought some new ones. And they were too tight. So that was really, because I came late on my video last time. So that's been less than 2 weeks. So I'm actually wearing them today. I'm going to wear them to work. They're not uncomfortable, but they do give me a bit of a muffin top. So, but I thought I would show you. Let's see. Let me see if I can be graceful getting up. Excuse me, pup. Excuse me. Okay. So, as you can see, I got the little muffin top right there, and they're tight, but they're stretchy. And so even sitting down, crisscross applesauce from the elementary teacher, on the floor, I was not uncomfortable. And this jacket, sweater kind of thing, I got at Goodwill a while back, probably a year ago. And I just really liked it, and I thought one day that's going to fit me. Oh, it doesn't quite fit all the way yet, because it really is supposed to button here. And I think I'll really like it then. I got to iron that down. Down. So I'm just going to wear it today open. I want to be nice and warm. It's really chilly. And I'll just kind of try to hide my muffin top like this. You can see, I'm still very lumpy. Here's my little poochie pouch that, I think I need to get some shapewear or something. Not going to help too much with that yet, but anyway. So that's my update. And I hope y'all are doing well. I know several people just recently had surgery, so I hope you're feeling well. And I will see you again in 2. And hopefully with another 7-pound loss. That would be awesome. Even 5 would put me into the next decade, into the 180s, and that would make me happy. So, anyway, have a great week.